Good morning, my friends. How are we today? Who's ready to play in makeup? I want to use a duochrome. I woke up today and I chose duochrome. But listen, I don't just want to throw it on. What I want to do is a really pretty soft matte neutral look. And then I want to add this, maybe as our liner, maybe as some finishing touches. I have ideas. We're going to need to use this too though. But first, I need to go make some water. I just realized I don't have water. I gotta go get water. Be right back. So one of the main questions I'm getting a lot, I'm gonna answer it really quickly, is why my teeth are so white. So I actually do not whiten them. I'm afraid that that would weaken them. I'm really careful with them. Since they are crooked, I love them, I don't care. But since they are, I've always taken extra steps to make sure that they're very healthy and they stay very white. One of the things that is major is I actually never let anything but water touch my front teeth. And it's been a whole lifestyle for many, many years. So I only drink out of straws. Even certain foods that I eat, I'm very careful where they touch my front teeth. It's absolute madness. And that's one of the reasons I don't talk about it. But that's one of the reasons. So it's always out of straws, and I always take my metal or glass straws with me. Of course, this is a huge factor. I have never drank wine and I've never drank alcohol. So that's a huge, huge factor as to why they stay this white. And if you're wondering why I never got them straightened, it's because I honestly just wanted to see how far I could get in life with these teeth. And I got to the same places that people with beautiful, perfect teeth got to. So if you don't have perfect teeth, you can still get to where you want to go. Clean canvas. Let's do this. Like I said, we're gonna do a pretty neutral eye, but we're gonna add some splashes of fun with the duochrome. So let's just do our eyeshadow base like we always do, from our lid to our brow bone. And we're gonna even that out. I'm actually going to have to hop off to film my foundation and primer. I'm actually filming that for a brand. It's so cool that brands see my consistency in using their products, and then they're like, Rose, listen, can you create some content for us since we already know that you love the product? And I mention that because I want y'all to notice that I never do first impressions in any of my posts. I only do the first impressions here, and they will never, ever, ever be an ad. I just find that a first impression for an ad just isn't my cup of tea. So we're gonna do kind of mauve tone neutrals. That's gonna be so pretty with this bluey purple vibe. I wanna use this palette again because it was expensive and I bought it and I wanna use it. So this is the second palette that Patrick Ta came out with, the more rosy tone one, and I'll link it for y'all. So I wanna keep the lid space pretty clean. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab an E28 and I'm gonna grab this shade right here. I'm going to grab that on one side, and we don't want to overload our brush with the product. Now what I did is I flipped that towards the ceiling. Say it was like this, boom, flip it towards the ceiling. And if you can't shut one eye at a time, which I forget that not a lot of people can do, all you have to do is kind of tilt your head back and start to press it into your crease. Remember, it's just on one side of the brush, so it's going to keep the lid pretty clean. Now it's okay if it's not perfect, but this does help with cleanup later. So let's just kind of tap that in here. By the way, if you're wanting a dupe for this palette, again, it's a lovely palette. The Patrick Ta is lovely, but it's very, very pricey. This is a dupe. I've already talked about it before. We already know it's a dupe, but just in case you didn't see that, that's a dupe. Sheila hasn't made an appearance in a little while. If you're new here to the family, this is Sheila. She's a makeup towel. She's the makeup towel. Okay? Not a microfiber towel, just a towel. She doesn't like to be called just a towel, but she's just a towel. Now I'm gonna grab this shade right here to transition, just a little bit of that. And we'll just start to press that right above the first shade we laid down. It's coming together. Since I'm not going to do the foundation, I kind of want y'all to see the blending in real time. Also notice that I'm holding the brush very far back. That way I can just use the side to tap and blend. And while you might think, oh, that's going to take a long time, as you can see, it really doesn't. I feel like it takes less time. Plus the brush is so soft, it's relaxing. Tap, 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 tap. Now, we're gonna grab this shade and we'll press that on the highest point of the brow bone first. And then from there, we'll just press it across here and finish it up over here. Okay, so I wanna do a cut crease. I do. Sometimes I just need to do one. But I'm gonna switch to an E27 and I'm going to grab the tiniest amount of this color here and I'm grabbing it on the tip of the brush, not the center, the tip of the brush. And I'm just going to kind of drag this along where we laid down that first shade. And we're just adding depth, just a little bit of depth. You see how much a little bit goes? It just goes such a long way. And I feel most of our problem when it comes to eyeshadow is that we pick up way too much on the brush. All right, we're gonna grab some more clean canvas and a C30. If you like to do cut creases, this brush is for you. There's no other brush that's this precise. I made it that way. So what I like to do is, I'm sure by now y'all know that I can just do this and we're good to go. But I know that not everybody sits and does their makeup every single day the way that I do. So a really good way is to just kind of press it where you want it and then pull it just a little bit. So press it, you have a lot more control, and then pull it. And just keep going until you do this across the entire eye. Satisfying. Well, now we have the beautiful sound of the fence being fixed. I'm gonna tap this out. And the TV downstairs, Mom's watching something about crocheting. Things are happening here. All I was doing there is just kind of smoothing out any kind of creasing. This kind of base is going to crease until you set it. Perfectly normal. I'm going to grab this shade and quite a bit of it on my E28. This is the same E28 that I've been using. And I'm just going to press this all over my lid. I want everything to be matte. Now get ready, okay? I want to hear the clicking of your makeup seatbelts because it's about to get absolutely feral. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start with a City Color. This is their canvas base, one of their new shades. I'm going to link it here. These can be intimidating, but the way I'm about to use it, you're going to be like, oh, get ready. So I'm going to grab it, and I'm going to grab it with an E26, and we're going to apply it just like we would liner. And believe it or not, since it's not black, it's actually going to be really easy to control. I'm gonna go ahead and connect it. And I'm gonna make it really thick because I really want to be able to see the duochrome, which we're gonna layer on top. Now, another really amazing thing about these is they don't dry down. So shadow is going to grab right on. And it doesn't have to look perfect, but get ready. Now again, I just wanted y'all to know I want the liner very thick. That way we can really see the duochrome when we add it. So normally I do not do my wings this thick, but we need them. Today we need them. Coming to you live from the construction site in my backyard. Okay, we're gonna fight off the construction. This here, I've used these before. So affordable. So pretty. You can use them with a mixing medium. We might use that too, but for right now, I'm going to layer it on top of this. And let me show you the flip. So this is in direct light. So direct light, it's going to be green. But in the lower light, you're going to see the blue, the more teal. Look at this. These are so pretty. I've talked about these before so many times. Fun fact. This absolutely isn't the most noisy and wild that one of my tutorials has ever been. One of my first IG takeovers was for ColourPop Cosmetics, okay? And I got stuck at the car dealership, so I had to do that entire tutorial at a car dealership. It was so much fun. So I already did this eye, I have to finish it, but I actually like to grab it from the lid And then we'll just tap it right on top. Are you, look, I mean, look at this. Honestly, I don't want to have to see a peacock today because it's going to be like, Rose, you win. These are so amazing and there's so many different ways to use them. I just think they're so beautiful and they're only $14 and that excites me. I really want y'all to try them. And then we'll clean this up. But look at how gorgeous that is. I mean, we could draw a little bit more, but I'm going to use the mixing medium. So I'm just going to scoop out a smidgy. Honestly, the tiniest amount. There you go. We'll have it right there. Now I'm going to grab their, this is also from City Color. It's a great mixing medium and it's so affordable. And I'm just going to do, honestly, the tiniest amount. When it comes to mixing mediums, you want to use half a drop if you can. Just start with the smallest amount. Too much just makes them separate. But the right amount makes them perfect. Ooh, I love it. I don't know if you know this, but I really like makeup. Oh, and this, both from City Color. It's a one-stop shop over there. So now I'm just gonna grab this on my E26. It's all in the little details. This might be my new favorite eye look. I can't stop looking at it. It's so pretty. So normally I use the duochromes all over the eye, but using them as detail, spectacular. This is your sign to get a duochrome. You don't always have to just get wild with it. You can do little details. You don't even have to do this much. Even a baby wing with this on top, magical. I'm gonna leave the link. Go get one. Okay, these are the little things that nobody talks about. Little things like I'm gonna show you, okay? I'm gonna grab my C30, and you remember our lid color that we used? I'm gonna grab that. Dry brush. Chaos. What I'm doing here is I'm just cleaning up these edges, and this is just gonna make it look even more clean and special. These are the little things that really make a difference in makeup. Makeup is really knowing how to clean up things and knowing how to perfect things. So I wanted to show y'all this. I know you might be thinking, oh, that's really nothing. This is what makes makeup photograph beautifully. This is what makes your makeup look captivating. It's good. So while my lashes get tacky, I'm going to apply some of this. Like I said, I'm gonna do my skin off camera, but I honestly cannot get enough of this for my under eyes for primer. I can't get enough of it. It's from Elemis, and I know it's pricey, but when it comes to skin prep and skincare, it's hard to dupe things. Ingredients really matter when it comes to skincare. My makeup just wears so much better with it. This is not an ad, and I'm gonna talk about it every single day because I'm that passionate about it. It's magical. And remember, y'all, I've tried everything. I try so much. And I have things that are even more expensive than this that do not work the same way. The way that makeup wears with this underneath is just, it's exceptional. So if you have a chance, and it is available at Ulta. I'll go grab the Ulta link because I know sometimes you can trade in your points and get discounts. So that is a possibility. Okay, so Ardell 576s forever. I can't get enough of them. I'm going right now. I've been saying I need to go, but I'm going right when I'm done with this eye look to CVS, and I'm getting more. This is still that same pair, by the way. They just keep going and going. Energizer Bunny. Ah, I love them. Okay, so I'm done for now. I'll come back and take pictures of this eye look. Honestly, this might be my favorite eye look. It might be. I'm just gonna say it. I love you all so much. Get ready for tonight's post. It's a good one. It's actually gonna be a stitch. I'm excited. And it's so helpful. I love just creating content that's helpful. I love helping. I love y'all. And I'll see you in the comments tonight. Hello, hi, I'm back. Only because I know y'all are gonna ask. Everything else is what I've always been wearing. You can check any of my highlights for the bronzer, the foundation, the powder. Everything's always what I've been wearing in my last saved highlights. Blush is different. Y'all get to see it first. Copper blush. Copper blush is where it's at. No more pink blush. unless you love pink blush, but no more pink blush for me for a little while. This is the blush that I have on, and it's gorgeous. Look at this. I filmed the TikTok. Okay, now listen. Where'd it go? This lip kit, Dose of Colors. It's in Nude Mood. I have a new favorite nude. I've just found some goodies. I found some good stuff. But like I said, you already saw the eye makeup, but the face is just all of my face except for the blush and the lipstick. Those are some newer things that I had to tell you about. Now, I'm gonna go finish my video. I love you. Okay, bye for now. Update. I went to Walgreens. This is the only pair that they had. I need more of these. I need more.